If you have yet to read this chapter, please stop this video and go read it. You got to read this chapter. You got to read chapter 98 of the 7 Deadly Sins. This... wow. Okay. Gowther does what we all thought he would do. He's confirmed to not be dead, but he does what we all thought he would do. I've seen quite a few Chibits theorize what he was going to do, and to see this chapter when Gowther just grabs his fucking head, you see his corpse, like his fucking body with no head, looking around for his glasses. No head. And then he grabs his head and puts it on, and you see Diana and King like, ah! Like that. Oh my god. Oh shit, that was so fucking good. That was just so good. So this brings up the question, like, what is Gowther? What is Gowther? What is he? We've seen him snap his neck back into place, but this is on an entirely different level. His head was detached, and he put it back on his fucking shoulders. Like it was nothing. What is he? What is Gowther? What is he? Seriously, anyone have any guesses or theories to this? I mean, is he a demon? No. I mean, he could. I don't fucking know. I mean, is he immortal like Bon? Is he? I mean, there's a lot of questions to have right now. For him to be able to do something like that, just his abilities just been revealed to us. I mean, we knew his abilities were something like that, but to be able to put his fucking head back on, that's pretty fucking crazy. That is really crazy. And his ability to also, you know, make his thoughts of the plan go to every single holy knot and all the sins at one instant, like in a second. That was incredible power to be able to transfer your thoughts to everybody instantly. Gowther is just showed to be incredibly OP Sin. You could put him down, you could say he's physically weak, or whatever you want to say, but Gowther, man, just gets up and he's like, I'm just screwing my head back on. Yep. And then he's just like, what the fuck? Okay, so, this chapter. Damn. A lot of fighting. I mean, this chapter had a lot of fighting. A battle-orientated chapter of Taizai. That's exactly what this was this week. A lot of fighting, and it mainly built up to one critical moment at the ending of this chapter. For instance, as you can see in this chapter, you have it to where Meliodas is just getting attacked constantly by his own teammates. The 7 Deadly Sins is attacking him along with, you know, the Holy Knights. They're all using their abilities to attack Hendrickson, and you have Meliodas, you know, trying to restrain Hendrickson from moving, and you see Meliodas just getting damaged. You see him cough up blood because his lungs are getting affected, all sorts of stuff like that. And Hendrickson says at the end of this chapter, like, oh, I see. Your physical body got healed, but your power has not returned. You can't use full counter. And so, with that entire aspect, it's revealed that Elizabeth cannot restore someone's, like, power. But there's a theory I have with the ending of this chapter. It's a theory. I could be wrong. But the theory I have at the end of this chapter is that when you see, you know, Hendrickson make this declaration that Meliodas can no longer use his full counter, you see Hendrickson use one of his strongest moves against Meliodas and attack him at the end of this chapter, and when you see Meliodas smile. You see him smile specifically in the final panel of this chapter. So this makes me think maybe the reason why Meliodas did not use his full counter is because he was waiting for the moment to trick Hendrickson before he can use his full counter to counter Hendrickson's attack. Or another theory. Maybe Meliodas was storing up all the damage, like all the damage that all the Holy Knights were doing to him, like all that damage that he was kept taking. Maybe he was storing that up for a counterattack, like full counter or something, like a different ability or something, and he was going to launch, you know, a full counter with all that damage he's taken back at Hendrickson, along with the blast that Hendrickson just shot at him at the end of this chapter. Either way, that is my theory of what I think is going on right now, why Meliodas is taking so much damage. And honestly, with this chapter, man, it just... Hendrickson's still a fucking monster. I've said it enough. He's still a monster. Like, you have Bon still or dislocate his shoulder, pretty much, and you see his shoulder just go down, or it's the shoulder. You see his shoulder just go fucking down, dislocate, and then you see Hendy just fighting with his dislocated arm. He's just beating the shit out of people. He's fighting, and then you just see him snap his fucking arm back into place. I'm like, oh my god. That is some brutal fighting. Seriously, this has become a very brutal fight. It really has. If we think about this, the Taizai has become very brutal in these last 20 chapters, and with this, once again, it just shows you how brutal it is. The dude dislocates his fucking arm and puts it back together. Oh my god. Also, with this chapter, it seems like Hawk is still confirmed dead. It looks like he is dead. As a lot of Chibi said last week, most likely, you know, someone from the Goddess Clan can heal him. I also said that last week, and like I said, it's up in the air if Hawk can ever come back, but at this moment, Elizabeth cannot save Hawk. So, it's a good thing and bad thing, but I want to move past that since I covered that last week. But with this chapter, though, the main thing you can get from this chapter is Hendrickson now realizes that either Elizabeth's power cannot restore someone's power back, for instance, demonic energy that Meliodas has, or Meliodas has tricked Hendrickson. That's the main thing you can get from this chapter, alongside of Gowther just putting his fucking head back on the shoulder. Oh my god. That is a badass. But anyways, besides that, a wonderful chapter. Love the overall art style of this chapter. Love the feels it gave me. Shocked to see this chapter out early. Usually it's not out until Tuesday, so happy it's out early. Seriously, I love my Taizai. I'm happy it's out early. Glad all the chapters came out early this week, actually, to be honest. Anyways, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. How'd you feel about this chapter of the 7 Deadly Sins? Did you hate it? Did you enjoy it? Let me know. How do you feel about Gowther just putting his head back on his shoulders? How do you feel about maybe my theories about Meliodas taking damage to strike back with a full counter at Hendrickson? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you have any theories? Love you all so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.